Welcome, tennis fans! We're just days away from one of the most prestigious tournaments on the calendar, the Miami Open 2026. Running from March 17th through the 29th at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, this year's event promises to deliver exceptional tennis as both a WTA 1000 and ATP Masters 1000 tournament. For the first time in tournament history, we'll see a Tuesday night qualifying session under the lights at the stadium, a fantastic addition that should create an electric atmosphere right from the opening days. Before we look ahead, let's remember last year's champions. On the men's side, we saw a breakthrough performance from Mensik, who claimed his maiden Masters 1000 title. On the women's side, Aryna Sabalenka continued her dominance on hard courts with another commanding victory. The 2026 entry lists are absolutely stacked. On the ATP side, we've got Alexander Zverev as the number 2 seed, Carlos Alcaraz at 3, Taylor Fritz at 4, and of course defending champion Mensik looking to repeat. Wildcards have been awarded to Christopher Eubanks and Wu Yibang, which should add some local flavor and excitement. Over on the WTA side, Aryna Sabalenka leads as the top seed, followed by Iga Swiatek at 2 and hometown favorite Coco Gauff at 3. Naomi Osaka's presence in the draw is particularly intriguing, and we've got a special wildcard for the legendary Petra Kvitova. Now, let's talk about what really matters, the conditions. Miami's outdoor hard courts have a very distinct character. They play on the slower side of the hard court spectrum, and the South Florida humidity is absolutely crucial to understanding how matches will unfold here. That heavy, humid air makes the ball travel slower through the atmosphere, and combined with the court surface, we're looking at conditions that are physically demanding and favor longer rallies. Court pace metrics in recent years play Miami somewhere between slow and medium, definitely slower than most summer hard courts, though typically a touch quicker than Indian Wells.
So what does this mean for our predictions? First serve percentage becomes absolutely critical. Look for players who consistently land above 62 to 65% of their first serves, and who have strong service point 1 numbers specifically on slow to medium hard courts. That's your baseline for competitiveness here. The conditions heavily favor consistent baseliners over volatile ball strikers. When you've got 2 fit baseliners with solid service holds meeting in these conditions, expect long matches. The over on total games becomes very attractive in those scenarios, and both players to win a set markets offer value. Conversely, when you've got a top-tier returner facing a big server who lacks movement and fitness, especially in the Miami heat and humidity, that's when you might see more lopsided scorelines. Let's get into some specific player predictions. Carlos Alcaraz comes in with an outstanding 11-2 lifetime record in Miami, including a title already on his resume. His all-court game and phenomenal athleticism are perfectly suited to these conditions when his confidence is high. His ability to extend rallies and then strike with explosive winners makes him extremely dangerous here. Alexander Zverev and similar big server first strike players face a slightly tougher challenge here compared to faster hard courts. The humidity neutralizes some of their weapons, unless they've got the rally tolerance to back it up. Still, Zverev's improved movement and consistency make him a serious contender. Physical baseliners and counterpunchers get a significant upgrade in these conditions. Look for value in outright each-way markets and head-to-head matchups, particularly in the later rounds when fitness and stamina become even more decisive.
Coco Gauff presents one of the most fascinating storylines of the tournament. As a South Florida native from the Delray Beach and Boca Raton area, she's spoken openly about how special it would be to finally capture her home Miami Open title. However, she's also acknowledged battling a bit of a hometown jinx. While she's reached the second week before and owns a strong hard-court record domestically, some Miami campaigns have ended earlier than expected, with nerves and double faults occasionally surfacing under the weight of local expectations. Given some recent challenging results, the question becomes, can we expect a breakthrough performance on home soil this year, or will the pressure prove difficult once again? Amanda Anisimova is a classic case study in physical endurance at this tournament. In 2025, she produced a gutsy 3-set victory over Andrea, a marathon filled with errors and grueling rallies, but then completely faded physically in the next round, losing heavily to Raducanu. She's a prime candidate to monitor after draining wins. If you see her come through a 3-set battle with high error counts and extended rallies, be cautious about backing her in the immediate next round.
Jessica Pegula has quietly become one of Miami's most dependable performers, reaching at least the semifinals in 3 of the last 4 editions. Her game, built on a clean backhand, solid return, and excellent first serve percentage, holds up beautifully in these humid, slower hardcourt conditions. She's proven she can win those long 3-set battles that Miami often demands. For predictions on deep runs, semifinals appearances, or outright each-way value, Pegula's consistency and familiarity with Miami conditions make her an excellent selection. The Miami Open 2026 is shaping up to be another classic edition of this prestigious event. With perfect hardcourt conditions for baseline grinders, a field absolutely loaded with talent, and compelling storylines across both draws, we're in for 2 weeks of exceptional tennis. Keep these tactical and player-specific insights in mind as you follow the action, and remember, in Miami's heat and humidity, physical endurance and mental toughness are just as important as pure shot-making ability. Thanks for listening and enjoy the tournament.
Reminder, the tips shared here are for entertainment purposes only. Please enjoy the games and act responsibly. Goodbye.